Quite frankly, what you're about to see is not going to be to everyone's taste. Never work with children and animals. Consequently, I've spent a great deal of my career working with both.
Good morning, everybody. We have Micheal Beatty here today, and he's going to give us a nice talk about animals.
Hi, everyone. I spent nearly 50 years as a reporter before eventually ending up at the RSPCA, so I'll basically talk to you a bit about those days. There's a book here, off the Beatty Track, that's for sale, that's only $25, and I should warn you it's not a cute, cuddly book about animals.
It's certainly not that. The musicians and film stars he's interviewed have provided our entertainment for the last 70 years.
The first interview I ever did was with a chap you might have heard of called Jimi Hendrix.
The list grew and grew, from Cary Grant to the Rolling Stones.
And a lot of guys always say, oh, well, who was the most beautiful woman that you ever interviewed? The answer was Ingrid Bergman, and she was, A, she was stunning, B, she was lovely. Just an incredible lady.
Okay, sit pretty well forward, that's it. That's all you have to do. There you are. Just about there, put your finger and just tickle him.
Tickle it? Yep, it seems even crocodiles have a G-spot, which I kept missing. Story of my life.
In Australia I came and I worked primarily, well, all the time in current affairs, and then I did a program called Beyond 2000. And another great program, which was probably my favourite, called Wildlife, and that was hosted by Olivia Newton-John.
In a rare career transformation, Micheal left television to work with the RSPCA in Queensland. It's a charity whose mission he passionately believes in.
When we first moved to Wacol in 2012, the hospital there was dealing with about 8,000 native animals and birds a year. Last year it was 29,000. So you can see the huge difference. There were 985 koalas last year, and most of them are the victims of either dog attacks or traffic accidents. The RSPCA couldn't operate without volunteers. There's over 5,500 volunteers in Queensland, and without those volunteers the doors simply couldn't open. I mean, they couldn't. The call centre is just, I don't know how they deal with the number of calls, to be honest.
Animal cruelty is something we should take very seriously indeed. It is, after all, a precursor to even greater violence.
The links between serious premeditated animal cruelty and other forms of abuse have been proved beyond doubt for years. You know, without being too melodramatic, you look at, in Australia, you look at Martin Bryant, for example, the Port Arthur massacre, which I'm sure you've all heard of. Well, he had a long history of animal cruelty. So we really do need to take animal cruelty seriously. I sincerely believe it.
Am I nervous? Well, put it this way, my heart sounds like a drum solo by the late Keith Moon, and I shouldn't have said late. Oh well, beats working behind a desk.
He's had an extraordinary life, and you can hear all about it by booking a talk for your club. Contact him by emailing michealbeatty49@gmail.com.